Hey everybody, welcome. This is Euro Maestro. I am broadcasting live, YouTubing live from Paris on this beautiful Thursday morning. Lots going on in the news. So we're going to talk about some of those news stories today. And I thought we'd walk around, show you a little bit of Paris. So we're starting out at Notre Dame Cathedral, which is right at the center of Paris. And we'll walk around probably along the river and over to the Concorde. And Carol is here. Well, hello Carol, good to see you. So we got a few of our regulars coming in, which is always awesome. And hopefully we'll get some new people as well, which would be really nice. So you guys can share out on the different social media sites, whether you're talking YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. I think I might be able to share myself. So let's see. Share on Twitter. Let's see, I just sent one out on Twitter. Let's send one out on Facebook. Usually I share before I start the broadcast, but I don't think that's a good idea because then people are like, oh, it's not there. So now I'm going to share after I start the broadcast, see if that changes anything. Alright, so that's good for now. Well, let's walk around and see what we can see. So here is the bridge, you can see Notre Dame Cathedral, the river. Allie is here. Well, good morning, Allie. Thought we'd go for a little walk and go for a little walk along the river here and see what happens. Gorgeous. Yeah, it's a really nice day today. You can see Notre Dame Cathedral in the distance as we walk along there. So doing my ninja moves to keep the video stable, hopefully keep the video stable. You can see people passing by. Then we'll do a little river walk. I want to cover some things in the news today too. Some things may be a little bit surprising. So I was reading an article recently about some of the jihadi extremists, the fabulous ninja moves. Yes, absolutely. Very important. Especially on YouTube Live, because otherwise the video is very, very shaky. So this way it's a little bit more stable as I walk. You don't see a lot of jumping up and down like before. So anyways, so as you know, a lot of people from the West, thousands of people, at least 7,000 people, maybe more, who live in the West, whether it's in Europe or the United States, left to join ISIS to fight in Syria and Iraq. So they left their relatively safe Western homes to go live with ISIS or Daesh and live and work with them and fight in their wars basically in Syria and Iraq. Now some of them of course end up dying over there, but some come back home, and then this is the concern amongst Western intelligence agencies about these people come home, because these people are now fully trained in military warfare. They're trained in various terrorist activities, and of course they have the inclination, and they're already extremists. So some concern there. And so this article was focusing on some of those people, and they were interviewed about their experiences coming back into the West. And they were saying how difficult it was, for instance, to get a job. So you know, when you're interviewed for a job, when you have gaps in employment, the prospective employer is very interested to know how did you spend your time in between jobs, especially if it's a significant amount of time. And so a lot of them are saying it was very difficult for them to get jobs coming back. And they said, you know, part of the problem was, they said, like on social media, it was very easy to find photos of them, photos, you know, and this is their own words describing, like, you know, holding a Kalashnikov, you know, like an AK-47 at a training camp, and in their social media post encouraging other people to join them. And so when the employer sees that, sometimes it's difficult to get a job afterwards. Others had pictures posted of them on social media next to dead soldiers and stuff, dead Syrian soldiers and things of that nature. So sometimes difficult to get a job. And integration or reintegration, sometimes difficult. So what's interesting about all of this is there is a program going on in Sweden, an experimental program, which maybe if it works out they will expand. But I think this program is going to be kind of controversial in that what they're doing with these returning jihadists is they're giving them money. So they're giving them financial support, housing, jobs, education, all these kinds of things. So I'm sure it'll create some controversy. The proponents for the program think that this is a better thing to do rather than ignoring these returning people. I think some people may be concerned about providing financial support to people who left your country to go out and fight with your enemy. So we'll see how the public perceives these programs. But it's a new, like I said, it's an experimental program in Sweden, and it may be rolled out nationally depending upon the results that they get. So employers are hiring them. Well, that's the whole problem, is employers aren't hiring them. So the government has started this program to provide them with jobs and education, training, housing, and financial support. So, I mean, the individuals involved, I mean, they were interviewed. You can read about it. I read about it in a Newsweek article, for instance, where they were quoting saying it was difficult to get jobs. And some of them were concerned that maybe their social media posts was affecting their ability to get hired. Yeah. Well, you know, let's be clear about this. These aren't people that are just supporting ISIS. They packed up their bags, left their country to go fight with ISIS in Syria or Iraq. Some of them said, though, that they didn't actually fight. They went there to support the civilians there, although they do have photos of them, as I said, some of them mentioned photos of them, you know, with machine guns and assault rifles at a training camp, and encouraging other people to come with them. How are they allowed to come back? Well, right now it's very difficult to stop them from coming back. So even in the US, you have to take these people back. There have been some questions about whether these people should just be arrested when they come back. And so there has been talk in the United States and in France of possibly arresting these people upon their return. And there has been, there has been some political talk about trying to find some way to bar re-entry. But I think it would be very difficult. And you could possibly do it for foreigners. But so in Sweden, not only they're not getting arrested, but they're going to be receiving financial assistance and housing and education and jobs. So we'll see how this program works out. So we just passed Notre Dame Cathedral. We'll walk over to the City Hall and over to the river and go down to the Concorde. That's ridiculous, says Allie. Yeah. So what are you up to today? Well, I don't have a lot on the agenda today, so I want to go over to the gym. I'm doing a late start to the gym today. I should be there already. And then after that, I'm probably going to meet up with some friends and hang out for a bit. And maybe tonight I'll go to a museum. We could do, maybe I'll do a YouTube live from the Architectural Museum or something like that. You know, that would be good because I did it a few times on Periscope, but I think it might be good to do it on YouTube because we'll be able to see more of the detail at the Architectural Museum. So I think that might be interesting to do. And plus I haven't been there in a while. So you're not sure you've seen that museum. Oh, well, if you're into architecture, it's a great museum. It's an awesome museum. Dee shared your YouTube announcement to the group. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Dee. So here we have the view along the river, as you can see. I'm on the bridge, looking out over the river. It is by the Eiffel Tower, yes. So you can see the two islands here. The one on the right is where we have Notre Dame, and then the one in the center there is called the Ile Saint-Louis. And I thought we'd walk down there along the river. And over here we have, of course, Paris City Hall. So let's go take a look. So yesterday I did a YouTube video because there was a band playing some cool music, and I just did a random YouTube live broadcast. But the signal was not great and the image was pixelated. Clarity is amazing. Yay! That's what we like to hear. That's why I think I'm going to have to redo some of my previous Periscopes on YouTube Live just to get the increased clarity. So I think it's really important in certain places, like the Louvre, when I do those scopes, you want clarity really to see those paintings and sculptures in detail. I think it's important at the Architectural Museum. Probably it's important at the Opera House. You know, I've done the Opera House many times, but we haven't done it on YouTube Live. So I think we have to do it on YouTube Live because it's just got such beautiful decor there. It's very ornate, and to see all the complexity, we want that clarity. So there's the City Hall. In the beginning of the cast from yesterday with the bands, it was pixelated, then it cleared up. Yeah. That's unfortunate. The music was great. Yeah, the music was fun. They were playing Just Like a Prayer. So, this is the view I see every morning as I go to the gym. So it's not too bad. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I found a new video store yesterday that specializes in high-end equipment for television broadcasts and for films production. So I was able to pick up some additional accessories there. So hopefully by the end of the year I'll have enough kit to do some really cool stuff. So, costing me a small fortune, but hopefully it will be worth it. Yeah. And it was great because there was other like very serious video and photo people there. So I got a chance to ask them some questions and get some insight. So, as you guys know, I bought this stabilizer recently, which is making these images really nice and stable. And one of the customers there also has the same model that I have. So I was talking to him, and he has 4 of them. So I only have 1. He has 4 stabilizers. So I was thinking someday I would like to get 2. 2 would be nice. 4 seems like overkill, but 2 would be good. Don't forget you need something for hydration. Carol, you are so correct. Although it's not as hot as it used to be, but that can be deceptive. That can be very deceptive. It's just the beginning of July. I know, it was a lot hotter 2 weeks ago. Now it's kind of cooled down. Paris Plage is coming back. So we have Paris Plage basically every year. It goes from mid-July to mid-August. Although last year we extended it a little bit. But this year we got some cool new stuff going on in Paris Plage. So they have put they've installed some swimming pools right in the river, well, right in the canal actually. So, so there's going to be swimming pools inside the canal. So I will film that because that's going to be cool. That's weird. It's just like San Antonio weather. Yeah, that could be. Oh, you know what I wanted to show you guys? Let's see. See if I can find it. I have to definitely show it to you guys. So here you can see all the apartment buildings along the river here, where you get a really nice view. The island, clean and cool. Are you gonna swim there? I may swim there. Just to check it out. It's too beautiful, isn't it? Alexander Williams. This is my morning walk to the gym. My morning walk to the beach. I go to the beach every day, guys. How cool is that? Esther Eberts, sure is. let's take a walk. So if you missed the beginning of this broadcast, I started over by Notre Dame Cathedral. We walked around a little bit. I went over to the City Hall, and now I'm just going to walk along the river over to the Concorde. Over there we have an island that is called the Île Saint-Louis, and over here we have another island called La Cité, and this is the island that has Notre Dame Cathedral, which is right behind these buildings, which you can't see from this angle. And over this way, we'll go for a little walk, and we'll see the Conciergerie. So some of the news items I was talking about earlier today. You live in a rich city. It is a really nice city. So I was talking about Sweden, which has a new program that they're funding, an experimental program where they're taking jihadist extremists that have left the country and gone to fight in Iraq and Syria. They return home, and these people have difficulty finding jobs and reintegrating into society. So they're starting a program now where they're going to provide housing to these people, education, some financial assistance and funding to get them back integrated into society. So I think it's going to be a pretty controversial program, but we'll see what happens and if they decide to expand it nationwide. Right here you're looking at this little device here. You see it's called a time scope. So this is like a time machine. You've seen these probably elsewhere where you have these kind of binocular telescopic type devices, and you can look out at areas around the city. Well, this one does the same thing, except it does it through time. So in other words, you can look around. It's like a time machine, and you see these buildings back in time, or this area back in time, what it looked like 50 years ago or 100 years ago or 500 years ago. New jacket. What does that mean, new jacket? Please do subscribe. Yes, I would love it if you guys would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Always looking for new subscribers. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the bells of Notre Dame. It might be a little too faint for you guys to pick up, but let me know if you do hear it. Oh, now we got the bells from all different churches ring. You're a gaming YouTuber. Awesome. Yeah, I was thinking of doing some gaming on YouTube as well. I think that would be fun. You're his friend. Oh, cool. Here we have bicycles. You see we have this bicycle sharing program in Paris. It's been copied all over the world, and we put these stations everywhere, even under a bridge. And this street here, it used to be like a highway that ran along the river, and you can see what they've done is they've closed it to vehicle traffic. So now it's just for pedestrians and cyclists and skateboarders. Yeah, it's very clean and good clean fun. And you'll see in a minute we get all kinds of, they put all kinds of activities along here too, to do exercises and whatnot, and fun stuff for the kids. Fun, I can only play Miss Pac-Man though. Oh, okay. Minnesota should have to change like this. Yeah, I'm telling you, this has become so much nicer since they took the cars out. So the Parisians are loving it. Here it sucks. Where are you? Dee is here. Good morning, Dee. So Dee is up over in Ireland, and I have to thank you, Dee. I heard you sent an invitation out to our group on Twitter, so that's awesome. So this part of the walk is gonna start getting really nice. As if it wasn't nice enough. Oh, you live in London. Awesome. I'm gonna be going to London soon. We have the Conciergerie coming up. We have joggers going by. Sideways London, sis. You guys probably can't hear it, but I'm hearing like church bells in all the different directions. Everyone's jogging in the other direction. They must know something I don't know. Should always be concerned if you see everybody running in the opposite direction you're going. Nice clean channel, unlike me. I try to keep the channel nice and clean. Now look at this over here, what we have. This is very popular in Paris. You want to tap the screen? Yeah, well, you can hit the like button. You see this? This is an insect, what do they call this? Insect house. You see this right there? That's an insect house. And we have these insect houses all over Paris. They're very popular for some reason. We used to not have many of them, and now we just have like dozens of them. Everybody likes insect houses. Yeah, if you want to tap the screen, so if you're not familiar why these people are saying tap the screen, because in Periscope you tap the screen to give out hearts, which are like likes. And on YouTube you can give a like too, but it's just really once. But who knows, maybe YouTube Live will change. A lot of the other live streaming have incorporated hearts into their broadcasts. So that big building you see across the street looks kind of like a fort. So that used to be a prison. That was a prison which held Marie Antoinette and all the other counter-revolutionaries during the French Revolution. You tapped yourself out. Yes. You got a few subscribers to share your channel. Oh, thank you, Alexander. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need another 500 subscribers. And so I'm halfway to my goal. And once I get that, I'll be able to do all kinds of new features, which will open up possibilities for new stuff. He's actually helping all friendly YouTubers. Oh, he's awesome. I like this Alexander guy. So I'll have to add him to my list. I've been talking to some of the people over at YouTube. So I am verified on YouTube, and I am a YouTube partner, but I do not have many subs as of yet. So I'd like to build that up. So you see this bridge here has a giant N on it. And there's another giant N. So some of you guys can probably guess what that N is for. Well, this guy is jogging backwards. That's not a good idea usually. Napoleon. I'm going to say that is correct, but it's also incorrect. It's correct and incorrect at the same time. How could that be? The view is more like Harry Potter. Yeah, isn't it a pretty amazing view? Hey, Carol. Because it is in fact Napoleon, but it's not the Napoleon you're thinking of. It's not Napoleon Bonaparte. the Emperor of France, but it is Napoleon. Another Napoleon and another Emperor of France. So here we're looking at the Conciergerie, the prison I was telling you about. I think I should probably... Ooh! And we get to see the Eiffel Tower for the first time. So the Eiffel Tower starts sticking out. So I think what I should do is stand over here so we can see the Eiffel Tower, and we'll go all the way over to the Concorde. You see it, yay! Alright, so this is so as I was telling you, so they closed this whole area to cars, so it's only for pedestrians. Lovely Agnes is here. Well, hello Agnes, and you are very lovely. Thank you for joining us. I was explaining that this used to be a highway for cars, and they've closed it down for pedestrians and joggers and cyclists and people like myself. But look at this, they've also added in all this fun stuff for kids. So this, what I'm walking on right now, it's kind of like a foam. It's very light, and if you can see what they've done is they've put in these well, these are logs basically that they sculpted to look like different things, and so they put in play areas for the kids. Uh-oh. I think my connection is dropping. Let's hopefully the connection will come back at some point. You'd love to be a kid in Paris, yeah, so I don't know how much of that you could see. It reminds you of World War II, okay. But you could see that there's a lot of logs there, and it's all set up for kids for a lot of fun stuff to play. And they have all these little playground areas like that. So we're gonna walk in the direction of the Eiffel Tower. Probably, yeah, they have swings and all kinds of rides and stuff like that. And we'll head over to the Concorde. And YouTube doesn't drain battery like Periscope. That's true. It is. It's much better on my battery, and the picture quality is better. So, kind of going in and out. Yeah, I walked through a section there with a bad connection, but hopefully it says the connection is back, so it should be good now. Yeah, I walk a lot. Asians never walk. don't know, is that true? You're one of them. LOL. This is such a nice walk, you almost have to walk. Don't want to miss it. But you could ride your bike instead. You could skateboard. You see other people jogging here. You may not, but I don't know. You're 100% Korean and pretty sure we never walk. So when are you going to go to London? That's a good question. I don't know the answer. But I was thinking I'd like to start going once a month. Once a month would be nice, I think. If I got really ambitious, I would go once a week. Like pick a day of the week and make that London day, like Thursday or something. But you see, you get a pretty nice view out here. See the river. And see all the architecture. You love the bridges, yes. 37 bridges. Could fluctuate depending on activities. Yes, could definitely fluctuate. One thing you missed. Uh-oh, what's that? And then some of the people were talking earlier about Paris Plage, which is a summer event in Paris where we put beaches here. So this area we're walking along will be a beach in another month. Beautiful girlfriend. Oh, I saw some of the joggers. Yes, they're quite nice. So there you have the Eiffel Tower and the Institut de France coming up. Nice buildings. In a minute we'll go above ground, or not above ground, but up to street level. We're walking along the river here. You can see street levels just slightly higher, and we'll be able to see the Louvre, the Musée d'Orsay, the Concorde. I think we'll end at the Concorde. It should be pretty as well. Yeah, it's a really nice day today. Today is, like, for me, perfect weather day because it is really just right. It is very cool, which I think is the best because You can go jogging, you can do physical exercises like crazy, and it won't get too hot. I feel like I need some VR for this. Are you jaywalking or are they closed? No, I'm not jaywalking. So the streets here are closed to vehicle traffic. So it's just for pedestrians. So that's by design. Let's take a look at this view, and you'll see that's a little island over there. That's the tip of the island. There was a car. There was a service car. There was a cleaning vehicle, and then it was like a police car or something. You can see the boats going by, but you can see for the most part it's just us, people walking and on bicycles. Today should be a Saturday. It's a pretty nice day, right? All right, let's keep walking. So, I don't know if you saw this, but there's a tunnel right here. Woo. So you can go through the tunnel and come out the other side, or you can walk along the river. So I think we're going to walk along the river. But there's an alternative way, which is through the tunnel. And that's where we've seen some people, we've seen some bicycles coming in and out of the tunnel, actually. I hear one now. I think I hear one. Ooh. You want FHD or QHD view so bad. Time for munchies. Munchies sound pretty good. Are you gonna share with us, Carol? What's funny is when people watch this on replay, they won't be able to see any of these comments. So they're just gonna hear me responding randomly to comments that they don't see. And they'll be like, Euro must be smoking something good this morning. He's having a whole conversation with himself. Tunnel looks dark. You can watch the replay. Yes, the replay is good. Look at that building. We're gonna go up to street level in a minute. Have lots of munchies to share. Oh, that's good. I like munchies. So that is where the Académie Française meets. Those are the people that decide on the French language and all that type of stuff. Yeah, no comments on replay. That would be awesome if they had comments on replay. Oh my God. Then I would be happy. You are too funny. All right, let's go. Let's go upstairs. Should we do that? Let's try not to get hit by this cyclist. So we'll get a slightly different view. Oh, wait a second. Should I go up the stairs or up the ramp? I think we should do the stairs. What do you guys think? Oops. I'm losing my mind. What building is that? Which building is which? I don't know which building you're looking at. This one? You want to go swimming too? Uh-oh, question. Let's go up the steps. Really steep steps here. Yeah, that's I was telling you, that's where the Académie Française meets. Do they have any smoking areas? Well, we're outside, so I think you're probably allowed to smoke here. But why would you want to when you have all this fresh air available to you? Good morning. Good morning, Nancy. As you can see, we're doing a little river walk here, and we're about to go upstairs. How am I today? I'm awesome. Look at these steps. Whoa, look how many steps there are. Whichever, but you are freezing. Oh no! Oop. Sorry, you're kind of doing your bucket list as live. Alexander, that's awesome. I do a lot of people's bucket lists. All right. So we're up the steps. Before I turn around, let's you can see some of the buildings. The architecture is pretty amazing. Got some street traffic. The trees, because I love trees. And a great view of the river, the bridges. Oops, the sky. And all the different buildings. And what is this big, beautiful building over here? This building is so big and so long, I can't even show you the whole building. Run. Actually, with the stabilizer, I can run like I'm running now, and it still does not jump up and down, even when running. So that's kind of cool. This area is making you freeze. Are you sure it's freezing? I don't see any freezing on my end. Good, you want to play one game with you? So, yeah, it would be fun to play a game. Okay, we're gonna go across this bridge here. This bridge is called the Pont des Arts. And you see it's a wooden bridge. It's really nice. It goes out to that building I was telling you about, the Académie Française. Do not ruin other YouTuber channel, okay? I'll try not to. This is the view from the bridge. and you can look out and see the other bridges, the walkway we were just at. You can see the Eiffel Tower, and you can see all the amazing buildings and architecture. Yeah, this bridge is all wood, as you can see here. So some of the bridges here are stone, some are wood, and some are metal. But this is a wood one. And this bridge, a year ago, had 1 million padlocks on the bridge. So where you see the glass right here, this used to be all padlocks. So they've taken all of the locks down. And this is a really good spot for sunsets. So I'll do a sunset with you guys sometimes. And let's see. It does look different without the locks. What I like about it is you have a much better view of the river without the locks, of course. Yeah, that's the Louvre. We can let's go through it. And I won't go inside it, but we'll go in the courtyards and through some of it, so you can see how crazy big this place is. And even here, we've got joggers. Well, we lost the light though. Alright, so here you can see the gates, the gardens, and the pretty flowers. And we're gonna go through the first courtyard. You see there's a fountain. The Louvre it is. Oh, it was freezing before I went up to the steps, so okay. Sun, sun, sun. Here we come. So let's look around. You see the doorways, the columns. So this is one of the entrances to the Louvre. You're gonna see there's quite a few entrances. Okay, so here we are in the courtyard, one of the courtyards, a courtyard. It is very nice out today, as you can see, as we walk around. And you can just see how much detail there is in these buildings. It's just amazing. All right. So there's 5 floors here. So there's 3 floors above ground, and then there's 2 floors below ground. So everything you see, you have to kind of double if you're including the underground portions. Let's walk around the fountain. Yeah, it's huge. It's so huge, I cannot even show you the whole outside. Hello, Yolanda. You're getting hungry. I'm getting hungry too. Have a wonderful day, Euro. Well, thank you, Alexander. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for subscribing and sharing out to your subs. Hey, Carol and everyone. Good to catch you on YouTube. You're leaving just as I get to the best part, because we're gonna go out into this next courtyard where we will see the pyramid of the Louvre, the Carousel du Louvre, the Arc du Carousel du Louvre, and we will see the Concorde and the gardens and the fountains. It just keeps getting better and better as we go into the light. You will wait. Okay, at least for this first part, because look at that. The pyramid. So you got the pyramid, and it looks a bit chilly. It is, I wouldn't say chilly. It's on the cool side, I would say. It's probably like 20 degrees. Considering it was 37 last week, it's a big drop. That is the pyramid, yeah. So, and you see the fountains and more of the Louvre. You guys thought it was huge before, and you're only seeing a small portion of it. Now, today it's a museum. Are we watching Wonder Woman? Yeah, if you've seen the Wonder Woman film, you know it starts off at this spot and it ends here. She like flies in. She has her office here somewhere. What time is it there now? I have no idea what time it is. It's early morning still. If somebody wants to do a time check. But yeah, if you see the Wonder Woman film, she flies right into this spot. I think right here, her office is like over here somewhere. And she's working for the Wayne Industries, so Bruce Wayne, Batman. So Batman's offices must be over here somewhere too. But a lot of the shots you see in the film they show the Paris skyline. In fact, they show you those bridges we were just on. They do a flyover over the river, and you see the bridges. So they show you the aerial view of what we just saw. Okay, it's 1:30 Minnesota. I will visit you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. All right, Alexander, thanks. Very sneaky. Audio is great. Oh, good. Can you hear the water? And look, there's a queue. There is a queue already forming at the Louvre. So it's not too big yet, but in a couple hours, this queue will be really long. It's not even open yet. Let's take a look how long this queue is. Doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's a half an hour queue plus a half an hour for the museum to open. So like an hour. This is probably an hour queue altogether. And probably expand to an hour and a half or 2 hours before we're finished. Don't fall in. Beautiful use of space, isn't it? And do you see the giant Ferris wheel over there in the distance? There's a giant Ferris wheel. Are you going in today? I'm gonna go in tomorrow. So I will do a YouTube live tomorrow from the Louvre. So I will do it around 2 p.m. New York time or 11 a.m. Pacific time. and we'll go inside and we'll see the Mona Lisa and all those wonderful things. And guys, this is all still the Louvre. Friday, not Thursday, Friday. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Hope I'm not messed up on my days. So Friday at 2 p.m. Would love to go on the carousel. Yeah. So we have some nice carousels. We have a giant Ferris wheel. We have a lot of things going on here. On Friday, okay, I mixed up on my days. Friday, yeah. So I like to do Fridays at the Louvre. But tonight, so Thursday, 2 p.m. time, New York time, I might do 3 of Alexander's friends subscribed to. Yay! Thank you. I really appreciate that. I need 500 more subs, guys. But slowly but surely we're getting there. All right. Across the street. And we're gonna go into the Tulare Gardens. Just go ahead and create those accounts. 13 more needed, right? Actually, I need 500 more. I need 500 more. I have about 500 subs now. I need to get to 1,000. You should Periscope first, then switch over to YouTube. Yeah, I think that's true. That does seem to work better. Give me 10 minutes, I show you magic. Oh, Esther, you're amazing. Yeah, if you want to share and invite your friends, that would be awesome. So we're gonna go through the through this arch right now. This arch is basically an exact copy of the big Grand Arc de Triomphe. But it's smaller, it's about half size. And Napoleon had this built because he was afraid that he would not live long enough to see the other one, which we'll see through the arch. So he had the smaller one built. And it turns out he was right. He never did see the other one completed, but he did see this one. So look at this group. Yeah, it's pretty. Wait till we go inside and you see what it looks like up above. All right, I'm going to show you the ceiling. Oops. Look at that. You see that? Hopefully you can see it. I know there's a little bit of sun. So it's pretty impressive. And there, I don't know if you can see it in the distance there, straight ahead is another arch just like this, except twice as big. And that's the famous one that you guys know, the Arc de Triomphe. So if we keep walking in this direction, the Champs-Élysées. And in the distance there, we can see the obelisk from Luxor, from Egypt. Yeah, the parade is down at the other end there. Yeah. So you see the parades going through the arch or around the arch and down the Champs-Élysées. And over this way, look at that, you have the Eiffel Tower again. So you get a really nice view of the Eiffel Tower over this way. And you also have all these nice gardens with statues that you can walk along and walk through like we're doing right now. And then they have like these little passageways through these hedges, so you can walk around. So you can imagine people picnic here, and everybody has like their own little private areas. You see? It's like a little maze. Oh, here's one. Look at this. This is like a crazy one. Look at that. That one you have to. Oh, look at this. It's like a little tunnel in here. There's birds in there. Wow. You had a Ray Stevens moment. And look at that, you've got the Ferris wheel. So pretty soon, when is that? It might be now. They'll have a whole carnival here. Oh, wait a second. That's not the giant Ferris wheel. That's just the regular Ferris wheel. No wonder I'm confused. All right. So that's just the Ferris wheel. The giant Ferris wheel is already taken down. So that means there's a whole carnival going over there. There's all kinds of carnival rides. So a lot of fun stuff over there. So we'll have to do that at nighttime. We'll show you the carnival. Maybe I'll do that instead of the museum. We'll have to see. Or maybe I'll do both. So we got the Musée d'Orsay over there. Check your subscribers. Okay, Esther, I'll check it. Do I have over 600? That would be awesome. What did you do, Esther? I think she invited her friends. Next time, carnival with all the lights. Yes, we did that last year, the carnival with all the lights and rides. Sorry, $5.99. $5.99 is great. Thank you. That helps a lot. So now instead of 500, I only need 400 more subs. Yay. Well, if everybody gets 10 friends to join, we'll be there in no time. Yeah, that was fantastic, Esther. Thank you. So here we're entering the gardens. And you see, it's a lot of fun. There's all kinds of fountains and stuff. There's a little map. So you can see fountain, big fountain, small fountains. These are more like ponds, and another huge fountain over there. And then all these areas are different things. Here's a trampoline. This is games, you can see, food, some restaurants, the jus de pomme. Well, this walk is taking longer than I had originally anticipated. But it's too pretty. It's too pretty to stop. Look at all these fountains. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you the main fountains, and I'll show you, if I can, I want to show you the theater. Yeah, this is called the Tulare Gardens. So this used to be the gardens of the King and Queen of France. So behind me, this was their palace. Okay, there's another part of the palace that you can't see anymore that connected these two arms. And then this was their private gardens, but now it's open to the public. These gardens are too big for one family. Oh, you told it to Alex. Well, thank you, Esther, and thank you, Alex. Oh, and what do we have here? We've got ducks. We've got ducks in the fountain. And if you look straight ahead, you can see the obelisk, and you can see the Arc de Triomphe and the Champs-Élysées. So we're gonna keep going forward so you guys can see all of those things. See people having their breakfast by the fountain because Is there have any doggy park? They do. They do. And we see joggers just like we did before. I tell you, it's kind of nice when the sprinklers are on. So the sprinklers are on right now. And they have a little theater in here for puppets, marionettes. So that's fun. Gorgeous gardens, yeah. It's not too bad. Are the statues all original? I think they are all original. So you see there's a lot of statues. You would love to be just sitting at that fountain. Yes. There's another fountain coming up. Well, actually, there's a couple things I need to show you. Let's go over here. So we have a couple of these, I guess you'd call them like a pond, or a reflecting fountain or something like that. So, and they have chairs, and they have ducks. Oh, look at this! Look at the ducks and the little baby ducklings. I like how all the ducks are jumping in one after the other. I guess the mother was telling them, jump in, jump in. I mean, she was like definitely communicating with them. That's crazy. I didn't know they did that. Little duck language. So anyway, so we have a couple areas like these with these little ponds, and there's statues all over the place. Oh, and there's more ducks over here. Let's go take a look at this duck family. Here's another one. So that family is going to meet up with the other family. All right, so what else do we have in here? So yeah, so these are trees. Somebody was asking. So these are trees. Now they kind of look like hedges, right? But they're actually trees, but the way they cut the trees and line them up in these geometrical patterns, so it looks like hedges, but they're actually trees. And then they have some kind of rock sculpture. Look at the guy just sitting there, staring into nothingness. So apparently people use it for meditation. The ducklings are swimming so fast. Yeah, they were swimming pretty fast. What's going on over here? Looks like Tai Chi or something. So this is one of the playgrounds. Look at this, they've got hammocks. Can you see the hammocks? And I love these rope bridges to the slides. So rather than just taking boring stairs to a slide, you have a rope bridge. And then up above, look at that. One of the carnival rides. One of the huge carnival rides. trees, more benches, more areas to play in, some carousels, merry-go-rounds, Ferris wheels. And over here there's a little restaurant. Or not so little restaurant. More rides. I'm not sure I understood that. Settings. I think when you watch it on replay, you don't see the comments, but you can scroll back. You can scroll back and see the comments. And you can always see the comments, and the comments are kept. So it's not like you lose them. So yeah, you can still see them, but they don't come up on the screen on replay, but you can read them. And it's frozen. Oh no. Don't like the frozen. So these are trampolines here. It's kind of hard to see right now, but those are trampolines. So I love trampolines. And we're coming to the most amazing section of them all. So off to the right we have the Jeu de Paume, which was a game that they used to play before tennis. It's the ancestor of tennis. And we're gonna come up to this big fountain. And then we're going to have the obelisk. So you see the obelisk there on the right, Eiffel Tower on the left. Let's show you this fountain real quick. More ducks in the fountain. So this fountain a little bit bigger than the other one. Okay, and you see all the people hanging out, feeding the ducks or just watching. Wimbledon starts Monday. Another reason to go to London. So you see people feeding the ducks. Looks like she's giving them bread though. But lots of ducks. Oh, and she's here with her dog. So you see a big fountain, and then the obelisk. So we're gonna go over to the obelisk, and I think that's where I'm gonna end my scope. But potential people for later. I don't know what that means. Potential people. All right, let's go. Let's go over to the obelisk. From there, we'll see so many things in one spot. It's like the best spot to take photos in Paris because we can see the obelisk, the Champs-Élysées, the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, the Assemblée Nationale and the Madeleine off in one spot. Night from Seattle, off to bed. Night, everyone. Okay, Yolanda, good to see you. If you get a chance to watch the replay, check out this obelisk right there that I'm headed to. And, oh, you said look at all the people. And you'll see the hieroglyphics, because that obelisk is from Egypt. So of course there's an obelisk in London, there's one in New York City, and I think there's 88 obelisks around the world. So we're almost there. And that'll be a great spot to end the broadcast. Well, Carol, I'm so glad you joined. I know it's not as much fun as Periscope for you because we don't have all the tapping, but hopefully YouTube will add it in or do something someday. So here we are. You've got the obelisk. You got some cool buildings here. Thanks for the live stream. Good to see it live before your day's work. And if you look through, it's a little out of your way. It was a little out of my way, but it was worth it because look, I don't know if you can see it, but there is the Arc de Triomphe. And there's the Eiffel Tower. And then you can see all the crazy traffic around this circle. And then if we get over this way, you're going to see the Assemblée Nationale. It's a little bit hidden by the trees. Let's see if I can get a better view. Oh, and July 14th, we're gonna have a huge parade down this street here. And the President of France has invited Donald Trump and his wife to attend the parade, and I think they're coming. So Donald Trump will be here and he will get the same view. So there's the Assemblée Nationale. I had to walk out in the street a little bit for you guys to see it. Trump is coming. Awesome. And there is the obelisk. If you look closely, you can see the hieroglyphics. Some of these motorcycles are getting very, very close. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I think we'll end right here on the obelisk. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.